We are going to be looking at how we can actually use PHP in our HTML file. So the first step is I have to search for example. Okay, I think I have it on my tab here. My system won't be actually fast because I have multiple stuff running at the background. So it's going to take a little time when it comes to speed. So I want to start this Apache so that I can actually start the live server. So it's already green. I can minimize this and let's head over to our folder. Like I said, you have to store your file or your projects in local disk, your exam, your htdocs, and store the project in your htdoc folder. So this is the project backend class, and this is what we're going to work on. Voting is just a design just to see display of users that wants to actually contest for an election. So right now, let's head over to our VS Code, and this is our HTML document, our HTML file. You can actually see this here. Let me minimize this one. Okay, should go down. This is our HTML and this is our CSS for it. So we can actually come to the local host. Since we've already started the server, let's actually type localhost. Okay, like showing name of backend class, then voting. So you can actually see this, and the font is actually looking actually nice because they were imported. So I have to connect to my internet so I can actually see how it is. But with that aside, you can actually see where the user image will be displayed, the username. So what are you actually contesting for? Run for president, president. Can say I just need it for the design. So we're going to modify this to display the users who actually add in an array. So can actually write this is more like a manifestos, something like that. Then that is that. So let me connect to the internet. Let's see if we can actually modify this font. Okay, internet access. Yeah, this is taking quite some time. All right, let's proceed to our VS Code. Okay, I think it's connected now. I have to reload this. Let's see the changes in the font. Okay, it's looking better now. I think this is Nolito. All right, so let's head over to our VS Code, and this is our HTML document, and this is the column part for this. It's already column. It's actually on a flex wrap, so it actually works for all screen sizes. All right, so now first thing to do is to convert this .html to .php. So we have to rename this, and the .html is going to be .php. All right, so now it .php document. If we still go back here and reload, and it's still going to be displayed. No changes made because I run on Apache live server. This is example. So let's create a file. Right now, I'm going to create a file.php, where we're going to be storing the users. So let's take this file, for example, as a database. I'm going to create a user or users, okay, a variable of users that want to contain an array. Okay, let's say users. Okay, first of all, start by opening our PHP tag, PHP. Then let's create a variable users equal to a multidimensional array. I think we've done array, so you can understand what I mean when I say multidimensional array. Okay, we're going to have a key. Let's say this is key of 0 points to an array, another array. Yes, so let's say this is for the name, and let's say John Doe. After the name, what else do we have um going on? Okay, post. What are you contesting for? Let's say going to contest for running for president, president, yeah. And okay, let's write a little description. Let's see if like I will make sure I make you all happy. Okay, that's nice of you. And we'll have the image part. Image. Okay, this is going to be for the image. Then I want to give it a comma. So let's see. The next user, we're going to apply same thing. So what we have to do, I'll just have to copy this code and paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it, paste for like let's say we're going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's say 8 and 9 users. All right, so I'm going to change the key 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is showing 30. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and okay, let's go back. 8. I have to arrange this well. All right, can actually see I'll have okay. Let's change the name. Let's say Jane Doe is going for the secretary. Secretary. I will make sure you are happy. Okay, this image part. All right. So right now we have our image part under the assets, img, and this is the image name. As you can see, and this image tag, I can see assets slash image at vote2.jpg. This is the vote2. So they are all using same image. Yeah, all of them are using same image. So right now we have to copy some external images. I have an image here. So let's just say 1, 2, K, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember that 8 users. 8. Oh, no, 9. Sorry. Then 9. I have to control C this. Head over to our class. Voting, assets, img, and let's paste it here. All right. So these are all our images. You can actually see them shining green. Okay, they ought to be showing green by now. Okay, yeah, they're showing green. VS Code. So these are the images I just added. All right. So what we're actually going to do, let's try to display something on our VS Code. All right. So I have to comment this and say, let's display this type of user, and let's say user name is influence. Correct. So this is influence. All right. I want to display this influence now on this our browser on this file. Sorry, our HTML file. So I can say this to be influence. Influence is in a variable called users. So let me give it let's put it to right. Okay, so I have to close this up and let's close it up. All right. Influence is assigned to a variable of okay, user variable is assigned to a value of influence. Yeah, so I have to display influence right here. So you can just come here and how can we actually access this file.php? What we have to do at the top of this page, we can add a PHP tag and say PHP using a function include. Then let's put in the file name file.php. Okay, we want to access this variable from this file, so we're including it in this page. All right, so right here we can actually add a PHP tag, say PHP echo, let's say user variable of user from file.php. You can actually see file.php right here. So click enter and let's reload this browser. You can actually see it actually changed to influence. All right, so you can see that we can actually get a value from an external file. right now. So let's remove this and let's go back to what it was. Yes, James Roland. But this file is actually going to remain here because we're going to make use of it as we move along. So let's uncomment this code and let's do some modification. Let's see. Let's see they are all do. So I'm going to do. Okay, let's see Victor. Okay, see do precious do I think I should have to give a feminine name this time around. Let's see Catido yeah, praise Cathy. I think I'm running out of names. See Ariana, right, correct, Ariana, and let's see Billy. Yeah, that's my favorite artist, Billy Doe. So it is going for let's say president, it's going for president. Let's say treasurer, let's say this would be secretary, or just adding a random value to it. So I'll make sure I make you all happy and all that. All right, for the image part, we can actually add an image part here. You can say assets slash img slash what else? Assets plus img. Let's say p underscore is the name of this image. P. I have to increase this a little so that we can actually see it. PIMG underscore two. Okay, PIMG two underscore one dot png one dot png. All right. So this is the image part. Let's and a Z to bring them in one line. I know this will be quite confusing, so I have to space them a little. It's key one, key two, key three, key four, key five, key six, and key seven. So this is an array of users containing some values. On key one, it has the details of this guy, John Doe, his name, what is running for, so let's say his memo and his image parts to his image. All right. So right now we cannot keep adding this access slash img since it's actually constant for all are in this access and img. Actually create a variable of part here, and let's say part is equal to uh, assets slash img slash okay assets slash img slash okay that's it. So right now we can actually come here, get rid of this, and we have to display concatenate. Let's say parts dot this. That's the name of the image. So right now, image part, we're going to be leaving just the image name. Just add the part here, part dot, then give the image name. All right, this is Jane Doe. Jane Doe is only a woman. Let's look for female picture here. It's not female, not female. Okay, this is a female. P underscore img 21.png. Can I say P underscore img 21.png. All right, so we're getting the image part of for this, and that's how we'll keep going and keep going. All right, so right now let's display this on our HTML file. All right, so for now we'll have to get rid of the first three lines. Okay, there are 9 users. Okay, let's get rid of the first three lines. Column shadow, column shadow, column shadow. Let's see, one, two. All right, let's proceed to get rid of the first three details. Okay, let's clear this up. No, let's Control Z. Let's copy this and let's. All right, okay, let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. Clear it up first. So if I reload the site, I can actually clear them up. I think they're actually much. So the first three lines are already gone. So we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 users here. Okay. Actually clear another one up. The next three. You can actually see the changes we're actually making. Okay, I've cleared the next three and let's clear up one. One more. Just one more. Alright. Okay. Let's say Control Z. I have to copy this. This is what I'll work with. Envelope. Okay. When I have left with three users here. Alright, now what we have to do, we're going to actually loop through these images, this array of users to get each of this image. All right, we're going to actually do a for loop. So right now, I have to open our PHP tag and let's say PHP, let's close the tag, PHP tag. All right, so right now I have to run a for loop for I is equal to 0 and variable I is less than or equal to. So we're going to get the length of this array. That's how many details are in this array. So let's say, let's create a variable of array length, array length equal to. So there's a function in PHP called count function that will pass in the array we want to count, that's this array of users. So count, then we have to pass in count normal. All right. So what do this actually do? Let's run this code and let's see. Let's echo, let's print arrow. Okay, echo array length. All right. We have to run this on our terminal. Let's see what the output is actually going to be. Let's clear up and let's say PHP file.php could not open file. Okay, not we have another file voting, another directory voting, PHP cd voting, yes, and PHP file.php. All right, you can see that the array length is actually 9, which is correct. Let's count the details: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's actually working correctly. So on okay, give me time. I have to plug in my system. I think I just have like that now. Take a break. So actually be going through the code. After you go through the code, I'll be back in some minutes. All right now I'm back. So let us continue. Thank you for the patience. So alternate Z. Let's arrange this well. All right. Okay. So I actually got the length, which is 9, which is correct. So let's clear it up. And on our for loop, for I is less than array length. So we have to pass in this array length. Remember, we imported the file using the include function. So we can actually get this variable from here, this value. So for I and length, then actually increment. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is to close in this part, and let's open another PHP tag and close this one. Because right here we're going to be displaying the details in this place. All right. So I can control V here, the copied column. So control F to arrange this. Okay. So this is it right now. So when I come here and I reload this, what will it actually show? You can see it's actually displayed all the 9 products. It looked through the array 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I remember we have initial theory before. So this is actually working perfectly. So right now we have to get the details of each array. Can understand this is the key one, key zero, key one, key two. So we have to get in these details in the array. All right. So what we have to do now is to come to this part for name John Doe. We have to open the PHP tag. Then let's echo out users, passing the array users. And before that, let me explain what this array does. For I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to array length. So when I is less than or equal to this array length, which is actually 9, then we have to increment. All right. Then after incrementing, this code will have to repeat itself. That's why it's called a loop. So right now, I is actually 0, is less than or equal to the array length. So displays this product, then it incremented and made I to be 2. If you understood the previous loop we actually did, I did a video on loops. So increments to 1, then checks again. I, that's 1 is less than or equal to 9, then increments again. So display another product, that's the product, sorry. Another user detail, that's this. Then increments again, became 2 till gets to 9. So after it increments to 10, then there is a statement that's 10 is less than or equal to 9, which is actually wrong. It's false. So that's why it ended at 9. I think you should understand by now. So let's display the user. This is the multidimensional array. So let's see key of variable I, so that when I is 0, to actually display this key of 0. So the username, that's or the name, actually in index of 0. So let's give it 0. All right. So you actually see that okay, let's close this. So we actually see that all the names will be updated right now. You can see John Doe, Jane Doe, Samuel Doe, Victor Doe, Luke Doe, Peter Doe. So all names are actually updated. So this is carrying Billie Eilish in small letter. Okay. So what we have to do, I have to use this PHP function to actually, let's see, use the first, to actually convert the first word of the value to be capital. So when I reload this, the rest that are capital remains capital, that's uppercase. Then this is actually uppercase now because of that function. All right, so let's proceed. Forgotten the name. So let's see the running for. Running for is on index 2. So you can actually wonder why I use this variable I. If this is actually 0, when I is 0, this will be 0, which will actually display this. When I is 1, this will actually be 1, which will actually display this window. When I is 2, this will actually be 2, then actually display this. And key 2 on index 2 is actually somewhere do. That's why it displays somewhere do. Key 3 on index 3 is the memo. Key 3 on index 3 is actually this one, sorry. I think you understand what I'm saying. So let me recap this again. I mean, I is 0. When I is 0, this key will actually be 0. And the index of 0 is actually John Doe. You understand? That's why it displays John Doe. as the first. So when I iterate, that's when it run again the loop. Then I will be one. One is actually this Q1 is actually the second one. Then the index zero actually the do. That's why it displays the chain do. So that's how it keeps on doing. So this sorry, this position running to be okay. This president actually open the PHP tag, the PHP, like I say equal to echo, that is equal to echo. Let's use this first. And in case I didn't give an uppercase, I think I gave all uppercase, so it's not necessary. So let's say users and key I, then index of 2 is actually for the position. For that's 2, index of 2. So let's say 2 here. Then let's close the curly braces. Let's close the bracket. So let's add this. I think what I need to add is our PHP not equal to sorry. So this is it. So after I come here and reload this, and you can see running to be, I will make sure. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. It's not supposed to be 2, it's supposed to be 1. In there's 0, in there's 1, in there's 2, and in there's 3. So this is supposed to be in there's 1. Sorry. All right. Run to president, run to president, run to be secretary, president, treasurer. So this part is actually working. So let's update the part for this H6. I still hope you guys to actually understand what loop is for and what I'm actually doing right here. But in case you don't understand, you can always feel free to ask me question. So let's see this part. This is actually on index 2. So you can echo out the user's array and passing the key, which is actually the I, and passing the index, which is actually 2. I will make you all happy. I'll make you all happy. I'll make you all happy. So we are all happy. Yeah, right now we are all happy. Then down to the last part, which is after the image. That's this part. That's actually on key 1, 2. We actually count the index, sorry, index 1, 2. We actually count the index after this comma. So this is index 1, then comma, index 2, index 0, sorry, index 0, comma, index 1, comma, index 2, comma, index 3, which makes this image having an index of 3. When I display this image right now, I actually come here, clear this up. Source, I open our PHP tag, replace this image part with that, and let's say echo users. Then let's pass in the key, which is I. Then let's pass in the value, which is actually the index, which is actually 3. So you can see this, and let's come here and reload this. All right. Okay, just this one is showing. I think I've not updated the rest. So let's update the rest of the images, image part. So let's see image. So image part 21. Okay, img 21. Okay, there's no underscore before this. So Samuel Doe is actually a man. So let's look for image of a man. 14. Okay, let's say you are somewhere. Nice to meet you. So let's say part after the comma parts dot concatenating p underscore img 14.png, right? So let's do the same for here. Part dot Victor is actually a man too. So let's say 34 is what girl, sorry. Okay, let's look for the one that has a girl. Let's add this 34 there. What case here? Katsido is actually a girl. So let's say um, path dot concatenation. So let's say p underscore 34 underscore img 34 dot png. All right, I good to go. Ariana, let's look for another female. Another female. This is a male. This the Ariana is 51. So Ariana is 51. Let's give it the parts, passing the parts, then concatenate this to be P img 51 dot png. Right, gotten this. Billy, let's see, 52, 51. Let's for another female. Okay, I think females added this. Okay, 29. She actually looks like Billy, 29. So let's say 29. Let's pass in the part on that dot. That's for concatenation. 29, right? img 29 dot png. Okay, so this what we're actually doing is actually updating right here. So you can actually see their images here. So we're actually making progress. Billy, Ariana, Ketian, all of them. So let's pass in for the rest of the men. So images, let's say 21 of other 21, which is woman, 34, woman 2, 39. So let's pass in 39 parts p underscore img 39 dot png. So let's pass another part dot p underscore 51 or the okay 52 is actually the man img 52 dot png. So the last but not the least is a part. So concatenation. What we're actually going to pass in here. What are we going to pass in here? So let's say 48. I've actually done 48, which is yes, we've done 48. Have we? I don't think so. So let's pass in p underscore img 48 dot png. All right, so we are good to go. So I'll reload this right now. All images are showing with each of the names of the user or of the contestants. The contestants, candidates, sorry, candidates, and the post for what they're actually going for. So these last three are the ones who actually left out here. So what is actually the importance of PHP and this stuff? Can remember that in the first place, we actually display so many users, so many. We have many of them, column one, column two, column shadows, we actually much. But right now, just with one column, okay, let me clear this up and explain this better. So let me have to clear this. All right. So right now, we are only working with this with just one column. Let me clear this up and make this a little bit smaller. Let's see what we're doing right here. I have to reduce this to the edge. Let's see. All right. So right now, just with this, we've actually displayed all the candidates. Just with this code right here, we've actually displayed the 9 candidates using the for loop. So this is actually the work and importance of loop. So what you have to be repeating, just have to give just a statement that will just have to fetch out everything. I know this code is looking kind of weird, but it's actually cute, right? Yeah, it's actually cute. So this is what um it looks like to display PHP on an HTML document. Although it has a section of the PHP, but it's actually HTML syntax and all. So I think this is all for array in PHP. I think the next video we'll have to be looking at some files and we'll have to be looking at how to actually um, log in a user and save the data in the file. The file is just like a database, just like how we have this file.php, which actually stored user in an array. Database is more like an array, but actually a standard type of an array. So this is just how the user data is actually stored. If this is an array, this key is called an if it's a database, sorry, this key is actually called an ID. An ID is set to auto increment. So you understand better when we actually get to that level. All right, so let me explain this over and over again. We actually set the path asset to img, which is actually this as it was displayed on the browser asset slash img slash this. So instead of us writing the assets at img, we just have to give it a variable, put them a variable of path so that we can just call the path and call the name of the image directly. So this assets.img is just like this part. Let's say part dot let's say p underscore img, let's say img dot png. Okay, which is actually an image, is same thing as saying assets slash img slash p underscore image slash dot png. So this is actually same thing with this. That's what we actually did right here. So they means the same thing. All right. So right now, I think this is all. I actually created an array length, that's the variable array length, and we actually use this function count to actually count how many details are here in this array of users, which actually used in the loop. You understand? That's what we actually made use of in this loop, array length and everything. I actually included the file.php to get these variables and the array from it. So this is actually that for this video, and I think you have a great day. Gracias.